It's refreshing to see that some billionaires don't just build wealth, they actually put it to work for something bigger. Michael and Susan Dell are a perfect example of that. Nearly 42 years ago, Michael launched what would eventually become Dell Technologies from his freshman dorm room at the University of Texas. That tiny idea didn't just take off, it grew into one of the world's major tech companies. And as their success grew, Michael and Susan didn't just settle into a life of luxury. Within just 10 years, they were already channeling their resources into philanthropy.
Michael and I, for over 26 years, we've been helping children and families living in urban poverty through our foundation.
Michael and Susan's story together goes far back. They met on a blind date in 1988, got married the following year in Austin, where they still live, and 10 years later, they launched the Michael and Susan Dell Foundation. Since then, the Dells have donated close to $3 billion toward children's issues and community programs around the world.
Basically what we do is we try to build pathways for change throughout the world.
Susan, by the way, isn't just the wife of a billionaire. She has her own impressive list of accomplishments. Susan founded 3 fashion labels, including the luxury brand Phi, and she's an elite athlete who has competed in marathons, triathlons, and even the Ironman World Championships in Kona. Together, she and Michael are raising 4 children, Kira, Alexa, Juliet, and Zachary, and balancing family life with an enormous philanthropic footprint. As for Michael, he grew up in Houston, spent a brief time at the University of Texas, and dropped out at 19 to chase a business idea that was already gaining momentum. He started by selling basic PC upgrade kits directly to consumers, a model that was unusual at the time. And that small project eventually grew into Dell Computer Corporation. By 27, he had already become the youngest CEO of a company on the Fortune 500 list.
What sets our company apart generally is the quality of our service and the level of our service, and also the way in which we sell our products.
Fast forward to today, Dell Technologies is valued at around $90 billion, and Michael's own net worth sits at $149.6 billion, according to Forbes, placing him among the world's wealthiest people. But despite these enormous numbers, he's never been the type to hoard wealth. Michael has consistently shown that he understands not only how to build money, but how to meaningfully put it back into the world. And that brings us to one of the couple's biggest moves yet. On December 2nd, Michael and Susan announced a $6.25 billion donation to support investment accounts for at least 25 million American children. Even in the world of tech billionaires, that's a staggering commitment.
That's big stuff. I don't care who you are. That's big. Come here, give me a hand.
So what exactly does this donation support? Their contribution goes toward the so-called Trump accounts, part of Donald Trump's One Big Beautiful Bill Act. Under this program, the Treasury plans to deposit $1,000 into an investment account for every U.S. citizen child born between January 2025 and January 2029. The Dell's donation will help cover children 10 years old and under who fall outside that window. These accounts can only be accessed once the child turns 18 and must be used for things like education, buying a first home, or retirement savings. Essentially long-term steps toward stability and opportunity.
And look, we know that when kids have accounts like this, they're way more likely to graduate from high school, to go on to college and graduate, to, buy a home and be successful adults that participate in our economy.
As the couple put it, if there's one investment that never stops growing, it's investing in children. And honestly, it's hard to disagree. Speaking of billionaires who use their wealth to give back, Jeff Bezos is another example. He's pledged to donate most of his fortune over his lifetime, or after his passing. Just recently, he and his wife, Lauren Sanchez Bezos, contributed $11.25 million to combat homelessness in the Washington, D.C. area through their Bezos Day One fund. Lauren and Jeff have traveled the world to support conservation efforts, from Colombia's Chiribiquete National Park to meetings with global leaders like Prince Charles. She's not just standing beside Bezos, she's rolling up her sleeves and doing the work.
Lauren and I are very committed to nature. We're committed to conservation, we're committed to restoration.
Speaking of her past, Lauren's timeline with Bezos has an interesting twist. Both she and Jeff were married when they first met. Her to Whitesell and him to Mackenzie Scott, Amazon's first employee and the mother of his 4 children. The couples even crossed paths socially, like at a holiday party in 2016. But it wasn't until later that things turned romantic between Lauren and Jeff. Their relationship became public in 2019, after both had separated from their spouses, but not without some drama.
According to Page 6, the affair was brought to light after Sanchez reportedly bragged about the affair to her girlfriends.
Remember those steamy text messages that made headlines? Bezos' now famous declaration, "I love you alive, girl," and promises to show Lauren, "my body and my lips and my eyes very soon," raised eyebrows everywhere. As it turned out, Lauren's brother sold those texts to the National Enquirer for $200,000.
According to the Wall Street Journal, the evidence shows Bezos' girlfriend Lauren Sanchez sent her brother Michael Sanchez a shirtless picture of Bezos and a flirtatious message from him.
Messy, right? But hey, love knows no bounds, and Bezos was clearly head over heels. By 2023, the couple was engaged, and Lauren was spotted with a massive ring while vacationing on Jeff's $500 million yacht in the south of France. The yacht even features a sculpture of Lauren on the prow, symbolizing new beginnings and positive change, a nod to their life together.
He literally looked and he's like, I think you are a little shocked. He actually said, he goes, take a deep breath. And I was like, are we engaged? And he goes, yes, we're engaged.
And if you think Lauren's over the moon, you'd be right. Friends say this is her dream come true. Unlike the stereotype of rich men chasing much younger women after a divorce, Lauren Sanchez is not only age appropriate, but also a true force of nature.
Talk to me about this team that you two have built together.
That's a good word. We're really great teammates, and we also have a lot of fun together, and we love each other.
But here's what really makes her stand out: her confidence. Lauren is unapologetically herself, embracing her age like the queen she is. She's been vocal about how much she loves this stage of her life. Growing older is a gift, she said, and she means it.
I really have the attitude, like spreading like love and peace and happiness. I mean, that's really what...
In interviews, Lauren shared that life keeps getting better as she ages. When people asked how she felt about turning 50, she didn't hold back. "It's just the beginning," she said. And at 55, she's walking the walk, becoming an author, planning a wedding, and living her best life. Ladies, take notes.
When I was 20, I thought, oh my gosh, life is over at 50. Let me tell you, it is not, ladies. It is not over. It is just beginning.
But Lauren is far more than just beauty and charm. She's a self-made success story. Growing up in New Mexico, she dreamed of being a newscaster, but struggled with dyslexia, which made her question that path. Instead, she set her sights on aviation after high school. Determined to make it in LA, she applied for a flight attendant job, but was crushed when she was rejected for being too big. Imagine that, at just 121 pounds.
I was having a tough time. I was stressed out.
Instead of letting rejection hold her back, Lauren pushed forward. She returned to her journalism dream and started small at a local news outlet in Phoenix. From there, she hustled her way to bigger gigs, including Extra, Fox Sports Net, and Good Day LA. By the time she'd spent 6 years hosting Good Day LA, Lauren had become a household name.
I'm Lauren Sanchez, exclusive with the president, and I just want to say first, so how are you feeling?
Great.
But she didn't stop there. She pivoted her career yet again, combining her passion for flying and filmmaking. In 2016, Lauren earned her helicopter pilot's license and launched her own aerial film production company, Black Ops Aviation. She wasn't just running the show, she was literally flying the helicopters herself. She even worked as an aerial producer on Christopher Nolan's Dunkirk and consulted on other projects like Miss Bala. Talk about a boss move. As she once said, "I had my job, I had a career, and then I found a calling."
There's only 6% of pilots are women, and then there's even less in the film industry. So I was like, I want to film movies. That's what I want to do.
And let's not forget her time in front of the camera. Lauren hosted the first season of So You Think You Can Dance and made appearances on shows like Larry King Live and Showbiz Tonight. She even landed roles in Hollywood films like The Longest Yard, Fight Club, and Ted 2. Recently, she added author to her resume, releasing her first children's book, Flynn, The Fly Who Flew, which became a New York Times bestseller.
I used to always say this fly was my son who was dyslexic. I realized it's me.
Oh, and she launched yet another production company, Adventure and Fellowship. Truly a Renaissance woman, right?